This morning, a shocking result in Iowa sent political shockwaves across America and straight into Donald Trump's fortress. Democrat Caitlyn Dre pulled off an unprecedented upset, breaking the Republican supermajority in Iowa by flipping a seat Trump once dominated. Just 4 years ago, Trump carried this district by 11 points. Today, Democrats won it by 10. That's a 21-point swing. For Republicans, this isn't just a defeat. It's a collapse of their aura of invincibility. It's a crack in Trump's armor. For Democrats, this stunning victory is more than symbolic. It's a game-changing sign that momentum may finally be shifting. Political analysts are calling this the first real test of Trump's grip on the GOP since his return to the spotlight. And the results are not good for him. His movement looks weaker, fractured, and suddenly vulnerable in places once thought untouchable. Caitlyn Dre's campaign wasn't flashy, but it was relentless. Her team knocked on 17,000 doors and made 30,000 phone calls. She spoke to voters directly in English and in Spanish about everyday issues like housing, healthcare, and childcare affordability. That grassroots ground game flipped a red seat blue, and in doing so, it gave Democrats a rare glimpse of hope. Dre said plainly, "We need to reach people where they are." And we did exactly that. And voters responded. Her background as a mother and founder of Moms for Iowa resonated deeply with working families tired of culture wars. Meanwhile, Republicans are reeling. Losing this district means losing their supermajority. Democrats suddenly matter again in Iowa's legislature. It means Republicans can no longer steamroll legislation or override vetoes without resistance. Power has shifted in a dramatic way. That's why this Iowa upset isn't just local news. It's a national story with consequences stretching far beyond Des Moines. Because if Trump can't hold Iowa, where can he hold? If his red wall is cracking here, what's next? The GOP counted on Trump's political aura to shield them, but voters in Iowa just punctured that illusion with a decisive blow. And let's be clear, this was not an accident. It's part of a larger trend showing clear Democratic momentum nationwide. Recent polls confirm it. On the generic congressional ballot, Democrats now lead by 4 points, up from just 1. Party identification data is shifting too. Democrats have gained 5 points since spring, while Republican numbers are falling behind. These numbers matter. They show that unaffiliated voters and suburban moderates are abandoning the GOP under Trump's leadership. Karl Rove, hardly a Democrat, admitted the truth. You can gerrymander districts, but you can't gerrymander demographic reality. Still, Trump isn't backing down. Instead of adapting, he's doubling down, demanding aggressive redistricting in states like Texas. He wants to redraw maps mid-decade to guarantee Republican dominance in the House, no matter what voters say. Texas Republicans already drew safe districts in 2021, but Trump now insists that's not enough. He wants to go further. Even Republican veterans are uneasy, fearing Trump's demands could backfire, weakening their own incumbents in the process. Democrats call it a blatant power grab, accusing Trump of trying to rig the midterms before they even begin. And while Republicans comply publicly, many are privately frustrated, trapped between Trump's pressure and shifting voter realities. This is the Trump paradox. Inside the party, he dominates. Outside the party, he alienates the very voters Republicans need. Iowa just proved it. A district Trump once owned is now in Democratic hands. That's a devastating warning shot. So what happens next? All eyes are now on the midterms, where these trends could reshape the entire political map. The next 48 hours won't decide the future, but the next 2 years will, and momentum is on the move. Democrats see a path forward, focusing on affordability, childcare, healthcare, and speaking to voters in their own communities. Republicans, on the other hand, face a stark choice. Do they double down on Trump or begin to move away? The stakes are enormous. If Democrats can replicate Iowa's blueprint nationally, Trumpism could face its first true collapse. But if Trump succeeds in forcing redistricting and consolidating control, He could still tilt the battlefield back in his favor. Right now, the outcome is uncertain. But one fact is clear. Trump's aura of invincibility has been shattered. Every headline, every poll, every upset confirms it. The red wall is not unshakable. It is vulnerable, even breakable. For Democrats, this is a once-in-a-generation opening. For Republicans, it is a moment of reckoning they cannot ignore. And for Trump, it is the beginning of a fight not just for power, but for political survival itself. The Iowa upset will be remembered as more than a local election. It was a turning point, a crack in history. The only question is whether it's the start of Trump's collapse or just one stumble on his march forward. So let's put it to you. Is Trump losing his grip on America, or will he claw his way back? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss updates. Because the fight for America's future is only beginning, and every twist from Iowa to Washington will matter. Stay tuned. This story isn't over. In fact, it's only just begun.